Can you walk me through the sequence you guys fall down to after having a double-digit lead and pull up for three? What were you looking for there, and what did you make of their fourth quarter comeback for the third time out of 4 games?
Well, I mean, obviously, it was giving all they had. I mean, obviously, with a loss it ends their season, so they was going to give everything they had in the tank, and we just had to weather the storm once again. I think, even with us losing the lead, we played the right way. We missed a lot of shots. We missed some really good shots. Got the ball in the paint. We missed some threes, things of that nature. And they made some. For me, being down, I think it was 100, 102 at that point in time, and I got the switch off on Miles Turner, and just he just had to show me something where I feel like I can get my shot off, and once I seen his hands drop, I knew I had the shot. So just trust my mechanics, trust my what I've been doing, and it went down. So it was definitely a big play for our team.
LeBron, that first half, you played during every minute of that half but one. Was that the game plan going in, or did you decide, hey, I'm going to do as much as I can this first half to try to get rid of these guys?
I mean, the game plan is to, our coaching staff give us a game plan, but coaches always ask me how I'm feeling throughout the game, and I feel great. I mean, if I'm out on the floor and I'm hurting this by playing a lot of minutes, then I need to come out. But in this series, I played a lot of minutes, and I feel great. I actually could have played the whole game if need be, but just going out and being aggressive, putting myself, with my teammates in position to be successful both offensively and defensively, and it worked well for us.
Ron, do you remember the last time you lost a game in the first round?
No, I don't. When was it?
It was early May of 2012 against JR, the Knicks.
Oh, yeah. Was it game 4 or game 3?
4.
Game 4. JR had a nice move that game too, though. Right? He had like a windmill dunk on the baseline. Yeah. We won that in 5, though, right?
Absolutely.
This
this isn't our first conversation about this, but the streak now in the first round is to 21 games. It's the longest of all time. I assume it has to be harder than you've made it look.
Competition is very hard. Mentally challenge yourself every year to go out and try to do what's right and put your body on the line, put your team on the line, and try to be successful is very hard. And it's not, like I said, I go out every night to try to win a ball game, do whatever it takes to help my teammates be successful, do whatever it takes to help me be successful, and that's been the result of it. Truly I'm blessed, honored, and to be in a position where I hold a record in this league that's had so many great players and so many great teams throughout the years in the postseason. So just want to try to continue to play the game the right way. If I do that, give myself, give my teammates, give the guys, the kids, and all the youth that's looking up to me for inspiration, gives them hope, and that's all that matters to me.
LeBron, how important was it to put the Pacers away and sweep this series in order to get that week's rest between Milwaukee and Toronto?
No, it's just important to play your game, and you don't go into the series saying let's sweep. You go into the series saying let's win game 1, and then game 2 you say let's be better than game 1 and win game 2. Same with 3 and 4, and if it happens to go to 5 or 6 and 7, then you got to make adjustments throughout the course of the series, and you don't go in with that aspect. I think every game has different challenges, just like tonight. Tonight was a different challenge than we had, or today, than we had in game 3. And we found a way to win. Our guys, everybody who came into the game, followed the game plan. It's close to 48 minutes, and that's the result of it.
Back left, Chris.
LeBron, after sweeping Detroit last year, you guys as a team talked about how the physicality of that series, the toughness of that series was going to help you moving forward. What about this particular series against Indiana do you think could have a carryover?
We did some things defensively in this series that we haven't done all year. I'm not going to talk about exactly what we did, but it challenged our minds, it challenged our bodies, and Anytime when you're going against a guy like Paul George, you got to have your antennas up. We knew going into the series, in the month of April, they had the coach of the month and they had the player of the month. So they were playing good basketball, and he was playing good basketball individually. So we had to have our antennas up at all times. We knew C.J. Miles killed us in the regular season. We knew a lot of the other guys played well against us. So, you just try to take things away and just try to make it difficult on them. So, we got better. We got better in round one, and that's a plus for us.
Yeah. Ryan, Jeff Zilgate, USA Today. If the goal outside of winning the series is to get better every game, you mentioned defensively, were there other steps in the right direction that you feel you guys took in this series?
Well, we've always been pretty calm. No matter if we lose a lead or we're down, we're a very resilient team. Kind of just stay even keel. And I think we took another step forward in that in this series. We lost a couple of leads at home in this series. It was getting smacked around in game 3 for a while. We kept our composure, got back into the game, won the game, and tonight we got another lead. And no matter what was going on, even after that, tip in for them to take a 2-point lead, we just kept our composure and executed. Then we got stops, and that's what it boils down to. And we made the plays when it needed to happen, and we did that.
I know there's been lots of chase down blocks, but how far could you have run on that one?
Through the tunnel. I was actually going to go for my little Forrest Gump thing, just keep it moving, but more basketball needed to be played, so I decided to go back to the court.
JR said, though, that sometimes he thinks those kind of motivate the rest of the team to give more effort. I don't know if you agree with that?
Well, for me, sometimes I turn the ball over. I hate turnovers. The last thing that I'm going to do after a turnover is just let it happen. So I need to get back. I always got my little league coaches in my head and my high school coaches in my head saying, if you turn the ball over, you better be one of the first ones to get back. So, just having that quick twitch. I had Kyrie for a layup on the play, and I can see it right now happening. Had him for a layup, and Paul George got his hand on it and threw it up to Thad, and just trying to get back into the play. I was able to knock it over to Dante before he gave it back to the ref.
LeBron, what are your thoughts on where the Pacers are now? On one hand, you swept them. On the other hand, every game is close. Where do you see them right now as a team?
No, that's not for me to discuss. It was a great series. Paul George is a hell of a player. They got some very good young guys as well. They gave us a fight every game. Like I said, it reminded me of the Detroit series last year, where even though we swept them, every game was kind of close, just tough, and we had to figure it out. But as far as me giving you a GM quote, I don't get paid to be a GM.
Last one down front, Jason.
You were very vocal all year about wanting another playmaker, and Darren's a rival. It seemed to struggle early on, but he was talking about that Miami game, maybe to trigger something for him and moving forward. Is he giving you what you were hoping to get out of another playmaker, and just what did you think of him in this series?
Absolutely. Every day he's getting more comfortable and more comfortable with what we want to do. He's getting more and more comfortable with his ability, and getting back into D-Will. He got that right to left crossover between left to right crossover, where he's pulling up on threes off pick and rolls with no hesitation. He's getting to the lane. When you see the one possession where he swung it to me, I hit Channing swung it to him. He pump fake Miles Turner, looked off Paul George and laid it up. So it's kind of crazy. I can replay all the plays in my head. Yeah, because I don't like talking about me too much. But he's given us a huge boost. And tonight you look at his game. He had 14 points in that second quarter. He was very, very dominant, very demonstrative of what we wanted to get into. And we needed him. I'm happy we got him.